Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We're so excited that you came to join us on our little spiel about the Rona.
Yeah.
We're in our basement right now, so please excuse the craziness down here. We just decided to come down here because it's kind of quiet. So anyways, over the past couple of weeks, we've been going through it. Literally each one of us in this house, there's about 6 of us, have gotten we believe it to be the coronavirus. Now, we did not get tested because when we called telehealth and told them that we were all sick and we needed to get tested, they told us that we could not get tested. Why?
Because we didn't have shortness of breath.
Okay, we had every other symptom. We had aches, chills, pain,
Fever.
Yep. Sore
for
throat.
days on end.
Yep.
And I traveled.
Yes,
I traveled.
She traveled. She was the
and
first
I was
person
the first
to get
one
sick.
to get sick. I was on an airplane and I was on a bus. And that was when everything was going crazy. It was like at the beginning of March 10th, I flew into Detroit from Houston. So I was on an airplane, and then from Windsor, I took a bus to Toronto. And then again, I was surrounded by a bunch of people, and I was traveling. And about 4 days later, 3 days later, I started to feel a tickle in my throat, which a lot of people said that. Yeah. And then I got the really dry cough. And then the cough turned into a fever. Before the cough, my knees and my elbows were hurting me, like aching. And I wasn't sure.
Strange.
Yeah.
Knees and elbows. Haven't heard of that one. But
it's your joints.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Your joints. Apparently that's a thing. Like, your joints start to hurt you.
Okay.
So then I was like, didn't think I had the coronavirus, but like, people in my house were like, you need to quarantine yourself, like,
pronto.
Yeah, which is good that I did. But then my mom felt bad for me, so she kept coming into my room and, like, bringing me food and stuff like that because I couldn't leave.
And we were really worried about her because she's over 60.
Exactly. So then, unfortunately, she ended up starting to feel sick as well. And she didn't realize as well, so she was going downstairs, so then she must have contaminated downstairs as well, and that's how it just kept getting passed on throughout the house. And I don't think we were doing well with the quarantine thing, because obviously no one could go into the kitchen because we have a small baby in the house. So then the people taking care of the people upstairs, and then it was just kind of all... It was a mess.
It's been exhausting.
Yeah.
We are so exhausted. We're depleted, trying to battle this horrendous, like, virus, whatever the heck it is. And then just, being quarantined for this long, not being able to just, go to the kitchen and make yourself something to eat. Like, it's been so challenging in so many different ways, but we just want to thank God that, we're all getting better, and we just need to give the glory to God, because honestly, we were really going through it not too long ago. I still have a little bit of a cough, but overall I'm doing really great. So's our mother, which we're so thankful for.
Yes,
and everybody else is pretty much recovered. So we really have to thank God for that. It hasn't been easy. So our advice, right, to those of you that are still just, trying to stay isolated, stay quarantined, follow the government's rules, we just want to let you guys know a couple of things we've done to, we feel like, build our immune system, and hopefully now we're immune to it anyways. But one of the things that we started to do was steam. So we would, like, cut up some oranges, garlic, and onion, and then we would pour hot steaming water into it, put like a towel over our head, and just steam ourselves. I also went into the shower and would just, like, put piping hot water in the shower and just sit there on the toilet and just, like, breathe in the steam, let it go through your body, and just open up all of the areas in your chest.
All that.
Yeah, because everybody felt that. The congestion in your chest.
You feel it heavy on your chest.
In your sinuses, that's where it really hits you, okay?
Yeah, and
I
you get
literally
a
couldn't
terrible
breathe.
headache.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I could not breathe. Like, one of my nostrils had the smallest opening. Like, honestly, I would, like, sit there breathing out of my mouth. My mouth would be, like, so dry. I mean, it was just awful. Anyway, so that's really one tidbit. And we also were just trying to stay hydrated. I know it sounds, like, so cliche, but, like, lots of water, lots of orange juice.
Yep. And make sure you wash your hands when you go out. I know people are like, it's extra to wear gloves and a mask and whatnot. Honestly, if you have it, if you have access to it, just use it. Wear it. You have to be really conscious, especially if you have older and younger people in your house. You want to be really careful. And I've been hearing that even younger people are getting sick and unfortunately passing away. So we just want to, everyone needs to just help everyone out. Everyone needs to stay home. Go to the grocery store.
Stay home.
6 feet apart. Do what you have to do because I'm tired.
Tired. You heard her.
I'm bored. I know that's the least of the world's worries right now, but unfortunately, that's the reality.
This is what we have to get through together. Like, it's not easy, but at the end of the day, like she said, we're looking out for not just ourselves, but we're looking out for everybody else around us, because God forbid you could get it and you could be fine, but you pass it to somebody else and they could
pass away.
Yeah. So please just take it seriously. We know that this is not an easy time. We're here, like, so bored, but we're in this together, and we're just giving you a little bit of information on, like, our experience and what we've been through. But yeah, it's not over. We still have a long haul to go. Like,
and I think everyone has to focus on trying to stay busy. Like, we've taken on our basement in our parents' house, and we've been trying to, like, you know, revamp it, like, do some cute things, try and make a little project for ourselves. So
DIY.
Like, just trying, like, keeping busy. It's hard. We're trying to read. I don't really like reading, but, like, I'm trying to. She's trying harder.
I love reading.
I'm painting. So it's really important to
keep busy.
And I wanted to address one more thing. I just wanted to talk about the fact that I think it's ridiculous that people are calling in with symptoms and they're unable to get tested. I think that's...
Canadian government, you need to do better.
That's furthering the spread. I feel like for me to call in for my mother, who's 61 years old, and she has basically all the symptoms and she's unable to get tested, like, really?
That's really frustrating, to be honest with you. Like, no, okay, on a serious note, I get it. The Canadian government, they're probably doing a lot and trying their best, but I'm just, the reality of it is, like, from a personal standpoint, we should be able to get tested. Like, and I think that, like, we just all need to learn from the situation in the future. We need to anticipate something like this. Like, I mean, this is not the first time something like this has... It's unprecedented in a way, but it's similar things have happened in the past. Like 10 years ago, we had SARS. Like, this is not something that's totally out of left field. I feel like we pay people so much from our taxes to think of things that we would not even imagine. Like, someone should have thought of this. Someone should have a backup plan, and they should have a backup plan for that backup plan. Like, that's what we pay our taxes for. So I mean, like, I know, I get it, it's like not expected, but I really think that things should have been in place a lot better, and have been anticipated in a way where we shouldn't have to, like, be struggling to get tested for something like this. They should have the tests that are available.
Especially for people in the age bracket where they are more at risk. Anyone who's more at risk, they should come first, and they should be able to get tested. A 61-year-old woman who has practically all the symptoms should be tested. So that's really alarming.
Really disappointed about that. But, you know, overall, we're just going to leave this on a positive note. We do, like, really see a lot of people coming together, whether that be through, like, social media or just, like, Skype calls. We see family calling us from, like, out of the blue that we haven't heard from for years. So, you know what? We're coming together. We're really, I think, doing a good job in terms of, like, spreading awareness, and I hope that everybody, like, takes this seriously. So at the end of the day, we're all in this together. Let's, like, make a change and make sure that this situation doesn't happen again or doesn't get worse, and let's do our part and stay
washing your hands.
Okay, I was gonna say stay home, but okay. Yeah,
yeah. Let's try that again.
Okay. Stay home. Yes. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in. We hope that we got to like give you a little bit of advice, give you some insight into what we've been dealing with for the past 2 weeks or so. So if you have any comments or questions, just drop them below. We'll be happy to answer them. And if you have any stories or anything like that you've been doing over this past couple of weeks with the coronavirus, please share. We would be happy to listen to your story as well.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you guys. Have a great night.